Hi Josh,
Good evening, Rupendar.
how are you?
Good, buddy. Finally, it's happening. We've been
Yeah,
talking about this for
yeah,
such a
yeah,
long
yeah,
time. It's
yeah.
finally happening. How do
Fine.
you feel? You slept well? All
Yeah,
good?
yeah. What about you?
I didn't sleep too well. My friend was snoring. But yeah, I'll pass.
Can't help,
Yeah,
can't help
yeah.
it.
And just for context, that friend was this guy. He snored like a lion, guys. It was bad. I could barely sleep. But anyway, back to the topic.
Yeah, back to the topic. Let me just ask you a question
Yeah.
before we move into this breakdown session.
Okay, it's
Uh,
live. Be
uh,
careful.
Yeah, no, I was just going to ask you about uh the you group all my tracks, right?
Yeah.
While it comes to mix, you are
Yeah.
the one who first sees it before me.
Yeah.
So, what were your first thoughts or impressions on the track when you color coded all those tracks and you exported and imported it in Reaper,
Yeah.
stuff like you routed everything. So, what was the process like for you? Like, did you find anything unusual for this track, or you tell me your experience?
So I've grouped, I think, around almost 100 tracks for you. In the past 3 months, I've been grouping tracks. I've been assisting him. And when I heard this song, like right from when I imported it without adding any plugins or gain staging or anything, I knew the song was gonna bang. Asal did a really good job. Shout out to my boy Anath. Woo! Good job.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I knew
Anand is
from the
great.
start that
Asal
this
is
song was
great. Yeah.
true. I knew from the start that this song is gonna bang, and it did.
Yeah.
So my intuition was right.
Yeah.
Points to Josh.
Yeah, it's always great to see our intuitions work.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a great feeling.
true, very true. Okay, before we get into the song, Rupendra,
Yeah,
I would like to ask you something about yourself.
yeah.
So, from what I've heard from your family and your friends, you've always been a nerd at school. You've been a topper in college.
Okay.
You did chemical engineering.
Yeah.
How did you branch into mixing and mastering and sound?
Um, like it's been there in my blood, but by blood I don't mean like my parents are into music. It's not like that. But from eighth standard, I've been into music. I've been learning keyboard and stuff like that. And at college, I think second year, I started working for Leon James
Okay.
for this album Ome Kadavle. I think it
Okay.
was a big hit back then.
Yeah.
So it was a wild opportunity thanks to him because he trusted me. So I think that's why I'm here. So I don't know what I'll be doing if that
Not
didn't
really.
happen.
Okay.
I stayed true to my work, but he also trusted me. That can't be ignored.
That's great. Wait, you said you learned piano.
Yeah, keyboard.
Where do you learn it?
Yeah, like 2 or 3 buildings away from my home. I used to walk,
Okay.
go there, get piano lessons, come back.
I heard that Shiv Paul's dad
Yeah,
was your
yeah,
piano
yeah.
teacher.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so
Yeah, we like I lived in Thandiarpet and
Okay.
so do Shiv. So his dad was actually my piano teacher
so
back
you
then.
guys go way back.
Yeah, we go way back.
So Rupendra is 40 years old. I wasn't even born when this happened. Just for context. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are still together. You guys work together, and it's a good rapport.
Yeah.
Okay, now enough of yourself. Let's get into the track.
Yeah. You're the one who asked, dumbass. Let's get right into it, okay?
He's saying dumbass now, but off camera there are a lot of other words that he uses. But yeah, back to the topic.
Yeah, okay.
So Paiya Day was such a huge hit. Not only in the south, but I can see it, branching off and people celebrating
Yeah,
it.
even like a lot of old age people are actually vibing to the track, which was very surprising to me
Can you
actually.
give me an example where you saw this?
Like family functions that we go to.
Yeah. There are some
and,
boomer uncles always dancing.
Yeah, so they actually dance to this song, and
Okay.
all those Sangeet function, like they're having this song. Playing
Okay.
this. All the DJs in the, small festivals are actually playing this song.
Okay.
I can actually see it happening.
Okay.
So I think it's a favorite among all the age groups.
Yeah, so it's a really good song. It's banging, and I think it'll only get better here on, no?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Now, after I grouped the song for you, color coded, gain staged, whatever,
Yeah.
when you came to sit to mix, what was your first impression on this track?
Like like when I heard the track, I usually like it's like a painting only, right? So
Correct.
when you see something, you just want to do it rather than double checking whether it's right or not. I just got into it.
Okay.
So I will just break down the mix for you.
Can you play from top to bottom once? So we'll just listen to the track once.
Yeah, sure.
சொந்தக்கார பக்கத்து வீட்டுக்கார எல்லாம் இன்னைக்கு இந்த பையன் இப்படி பண்ணிட்டு பாடுறேன்னு கழுவி ஊட்டினாலும் பொருள் எல்லாம் நம்மனாலும் மஜா பண்ணிட்டேன்னு சொன்னா அது மஜா தானே. அவங்க ஏன் அப்படி சொல்றாங்கன்னு எனக்கு தெரியும். ஏன்னா எல்லாம் நேரமும் கை கூடாது நினைச்சு காரியம் எது வந்தாலும் தப்பாத்துக்கலான்ற தைரியம் விட்டுட்டு போனதை நினைச்சு ஃபீல் பண்றது நேரம் வரையும் நெஞ்சா குத்து ஊருக்கு நெஞ்சு நிமித்தி காட்டுன்னு சொன்னாருடா போய் தனுசு த கிரேட்டு லாஜிக்கே இல்லாம பரப்புறானுங்க ஹேட்டு. அப்ப நான் மாமா தானே அடுத்த அன்று கேட்டு ஹேட்டு பரப்புறதா இன்டர்நெட் கலாச்சாரம். அந்த பொழப்புக்கு நீங்க பண்ணலாம்டா விபச்சாரம். அழுக்கு கைய வச்சு 1000 பேர் மறைச்சாலும் சூரியன் திரும்ப வர சாயந்தரம் அது மறைஞ்சாலும் டே அவ எங்க இருந்து தெரியுமாடா பையா டே. நீ பாட்டு நீ ஏதோ ஒன்ன பேசாதடா பையா டே. ஐயோ அவனா ஒரு மோடா முட்டிய பையா டே. வேற யாரு அது நான் தான் அந்த பையன் டே. யாரா அந்த பையன் நான் தான் அந்த பையன். யாரா அந்த பையன் நான் தான் அந்த பையன். யாரா அந்த பையன் நான் தான் அந்த பையன். யாரா அந்த பையன் நான் தான் அந்த பையன்.
இதெல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு வாக்கியமா இதை எழுதுன அந்த அசல் கோளாரா அவருக்கெல்லாம் அசல் கோளாறு இல்லை, அவருக்கெல்லாம் முழு கோளாறு தான் அந்த
அச்சு 5 வயசுல அழுவுறது வெஸ்ட்னு புரிய வச்சுட்டாங்க. அப்படிதான் மாமா ஸ்ட்ராங் ஆன அன்கம்ஃபர்டபிள் சிச்சுவேஷன் தான் நல்ல மெச்சூரிட்டியை உருவாக்கி புத்தி கொடுக்கும். அதானே களவும் கற்று ஏதோ சூதுவாது தெரிஞ்சுக்குது. ஆனா லைஃப்ல இன்னும் பார்க்க வேண்டியது நிறைய இருக்குது. சிலது முன்னேறணும்னு முதுகுலையே குத்தி நிக்குது, சிலது முன்னேறணும்னு கத்தி நிக்குதுங்க. வயிறு எரிஞ்சின்னு எத்தனை வருவா ஃபயர் என்ஜின் பார்க்காதடா மறஞ்சி ஃபேக் ஐடி சிவர் என்ஜின் அண்டர்ஸ்கோர் 15 இல்லீகலா நாலேஜ் அட்டூழியம் பண்றவன அட்டாக் பண்ணி துரத்த வந்த டொனால்ட் ட்ரம்ப் போல அசல் கோலார் சிக்கன் ஏழ்ற டெஸ்ட் நான் போடுறேன் எங்க அப்பா போட்ல ரவுண்ட் அடிப்பேன் கோஸ்ட். நான் கோலாலம்பூர் போனாலும் பேச தண்டார் பட்ட பாச அங்க நான் சாத்துன்னு தோசை போடும் ஹோச. நீ சிபிஐல கம்ப்ளைண்ட் கொடுத்தா யூபிஐல பணத்தை அடிப்பேன். யூஆர்எல்ல கமெண்ட் அடிச்சா ஐஆர்எல்ல தொண்டே ஓடிப்பேன் டே. அவ எங்க இருந்து தெரியுமாடா பையா டே. நீ பாட்டு நீ ஏதோ ஒன்ன பேசாதடா பையா டே. ஐயோ அவனா ஒரு மோடா முட்டிய பையா டே. வேற யாரு அது நான் தான் அந்த பையன் டே. யாரா அந்த பையன் நான் தான் அந்த பையன். 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 யாரா அந்த பையன் யாரா அந்த பையன். யாரா அந்த பையன் யாரா அந்த பையன்.
What a track.
Yeah, that's
what
the
a
track.
mix.
Yeah.
What a song, buddy. What a song.
Yeah, credits to Asal for the last bass chop that comes after.
யாரா அந்த பையன்.
It was so funny. It was his idea.
Yeah.
We were all skeptical, but we just kept it. Okay.
Yeah, and it works.
Yeah,
It works.
Weirdly,
Sometimes you've
it
got to respect the artist's decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I want to ask you one question.
Yeah.
Asal is like super notorious for taking our culture from the south and presenting it on a global stage. Like I love how he's spoken about Kuala Lumpur ponalum pesonda thaniyarapetta bhasha. He's doing a lot, I think, for the culture and the community. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, of course. It's his vision, it's his views, and it's him basically. He's expressing himself on the song, which I can also relate very much because weirdly I'm also from the same area as him. So all those lyrics actually hit me a step deeper.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So this was a special track once it landed on my desk. Yeah, it was a special track. I know it. I knew it actually.
Like from the start.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, now little about Asal. How did you get to know Asal and how did it all come about?
So me and Asal actually, I knew Asal through Shivpal. Shout out to Shivpal. He's like been as my mentor in my college days. He was my senior in college.
Okay.
So we used to go to college culturals and stuff like that.
This was in the year 1900s, okay? Because these guys are really old.
No. It's not that old. But yeah, back on track. What I was trying to say is Shivpal made a track with Asal called 416.
Okay.
Now it gained a lot of streams, but back then only few people know it. Out of those few people, I was one. Yeah. So back then itself, like I used to play that song on my car stereo, and you know, my parents would be like, please switch it off. It was like that because I used to play it
So
a
many
hell lot
times.
of times. Yeah.
Okay.
So I had a vibe for these kind of stuffs back then.
Okay.
Now seeing it mainstream, I am really grateful and I'm happy about it actually.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice, man.
Shall we go into the track, and I will what I will do is I will just start from we will go layer by layer. We will just
Okay.
see the mix
Okay.
first.
Okay.
We'll start with rhythm, and
Okay.
we will just build from there.
Yeah.
And we will see the master
Are you
later.
going to solo the rhythm and play it to us, or are you going to play it in context?
Yeah, I will just start. We will just see how it goes.
Okay, cool.
So in rhythm there are like two things.
Okay.
One is the programmed rhythm,
Okay.
and another one is the live rhythm,
Okay.
which Vamshi,
Karthik Vamsi.
yeah, Karthik Vamshi. Shout out to Karthik Vamshi.
Okay.
He recorded rhythms in Contrabass Studios.
Super.
So we will mute the live rhythms for now. We'll just solo the rhythm.
Bro, that kick slaps hard.
Yeah. So what I did was sometimes you have to listen to some people. So this is exactly the thing that I did, because this kick I replaced.
Okay.
It was actually suggested by Urban Thora.
Okay.
Shout out to him.
Okay.
So since he's working on Asal's next track, we used to send the tracks within ourselves and just check like whether if it's working or not.
QC.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like
Okay.
vibe check. It's not quality check. It's a vibe check process.
Okay.
So we used to do that, and he suggested we can replace the kick or something like that.
Okay.
So what I did was, but Anand Kashi's kick it had that nice top bend.
Okay.
So basically I kept the top end from
Okay.
his kick,
Okay.
and I added my own kick layer over it.
Okay.
So on Anand Kashi's kick, as you know, like there is a high cut happening,
Yeah.
and apart from that I did some pitch changes in it,
Okay.
and this one was before
You did the local.
yeah, I did the logo. This one was the song's key.
Okay.
So I used to, boost the fundamentals of the kick so that
Okay.
it sounds like a note rather than
Just
a
a sound.
drum. Yeah. So best of both worlds. And I did the gating.
Okay.
Uh,
How important do you think tuning your drums is?
it depends on the song actually. It's
Okay.
never the same.
Okay.
It's never the same equation for two songs.
Okay.
So for this song, this works. That's all.
Okay. Makes sense.
So this is the.
Have you done any clipping or anything on these kicks, or is it just like compression and
No, for the highs, this is the processing, and for the lows, it's just the kick. It's
Okay.
nothing.
It sounded good as it was.
Yeah, so it has nothing. All these things you can see is basically the sense.
Yeah.
We will see later. So
Okay.
basically, kick is triggering
A lot of
all.
stuff.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Okay.
We can
Okay.
summarize that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so that's that. And while mixing rhythm, I usually have a rhythm bus. We
Okay.
all do like it's like just common thing, right? So
Yeah.
in my rhythm bus, I have a EAR1 plugin,
Okay.
and with the O sampling option turned on,
Okay.
and C4
Okay.
and Pro Q3.
Wow, that's a lot of highs that you rolled off.
No, so the thing is,
You
in Pro
automated
Q3 I have. Do you see this knob? This is
mix
the
knob.
this is the mix knob.
Okay.
So what I do is automate the dry wet of this knob.
Okay.
So these things create transition effects, which we will see later.
Okay. Can't wait.
And this one is like a preset
Okay.
that I found out, which works really well
Okay.
in Pro Q.
Okay.
So I will just switch it on and switch it off to just get the hang of the preset.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about people who are like, oh, bro, he uses presets, bro. He's not an actual engineer. What do you think about that?
I don't care.
I think
Lot of
presets are there for a reason, right?
I don't care.
Correct.
It sounds so good. That's all.
Yeah.
Suddenly, it sounds more immersive, right?
Yeah.
And without the processing, you can hear the rhythm buzz. With the processing,
I think it's bringing that oomph into it,
Yeah.
no? That's great.
and everything is speaking to everything.
Yeah.
One triggers that, this triggers that.
Correct.
It's kind of like it sounds one as a whole, and
Yeah.
also like the energy. You
Yeah.
can feel the energy build up in it.
Yeah,
Right?
true.
So this song is all about energy.
Okay,
So we need to get the energy out as much as possible.
very true.
So that's the thing I didn't kick.
Okay.
And for snare, so I just grouped. So Kashi had different layers of snares happening,
Okay,
as you can see.
yeah,
So I just grouped all those snares and
Okay.
I did a group processing on the snares.
okay,
So this is also for automation. So
Got it. Okay.
yeah, this is a drive automation.
okay,
And the same Air On plugin, this plugin just gets the
job done.
snap out of the thing, out of the drum.
Okay,
So I will just turn off this plugin. You can hear the difference.
okay, yeah,
Suddenly, he's
It's-
beating the drums even more harder.
yeah,
It
yeah,
feels
yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
So
you've boosted the fundamental.
yeah, fundamentals of the key.
Okay,
So I did that, and also I put an R bass.
okay.
When I turn it off with this,
It's emphasizing the body,
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. Now this sits in all the frequency region rather than only mids.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
only
yeah.
highs.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
sits, It sits fully
Yeah,
even.
yeah.
So that's what I was trying to achieve. And let us check these tracks. So these are our filtered tracks that Kashi made. I
Okay.
think the filtering she made.
Okay.
Oh, okay. No, I made it. Sorry. So this is the thing that he gave me.
Okay.
So these kind of decision, I it's not like I solo this and I think that they should be rolled off. It's not like that. If something doesn't work in a context,
Yeah.
so it's then that I do crazy stuffs to make it work.
Okay.
So this CQ is that kind of a decision. It's
Okay.
not surgical. It's not boosting, making clarity.
Yeah.
It's not that.
It's just creating space for the
It's
others.
just in that context, this works.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So that's the thing that I did on Percussions. I can turn it off and show it to you how it affects the song.
Okay. Turn it on. Yeah.
So, sonically, Vamshi is shining even more when I
Yeah.
cut this.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
the Vamshi has a natural swing to his rhythm, now that gets elevated
Amplified.
in the track.
Okay.
So that is done, and let us see what this group holds.
Is this the programmed percussion or live?
Yeah, this is the programmed.
Okay.
Just play and see.
Okay.
So without my plugins, so you can see that I have rolled some highs off
Off, yeah.
because I'm reserving it for other things.
Makes
I don't
sense.
want this song to be a full-on kutt type of beat song.
You want to treat it coolly.
Yeah, I want to make it like it should blast in club. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all my highs, I aim towards that direction.
Okay.
So that's the reason I'm cutting a lot of highs on these, tape percussions.
Yeah.
And the body that I get from it, let me just check what I have done. Definitely, I think it's. I think it's all bass, man.
Okay.
So turning it off, turning it on,
Okay.
gives that extra.
Yeah.
And I think I have
Whoa.
boosted the. Nobody will see these kind of EQ, right?
Yeah, it's
really-
wild.
yeah, it's wild. But the thing is, I've like boosted the song's fundamental a lot.
Yeah.
The song is in C,
Yeah.
so I've boosted it a lot,
Okay.
so that when you switch it off, but when you switch it on,
So it's just, vibe enhancer.
yeah, it's like a vibe enhancer. Exactly.
That's nice.
But with Pro Q. Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay.
And before going into the song, let me just check whether I have any old version of the song.
Okay. So this is what Anand gave you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was just I think this is the old version,
Okay.
and I think the vocals were also the old vocals.
Okay.
பொருளையெல்லாம் நம்பினாலும் மஜா பண்ணிட்டேன்னு சொன்னா அது மஜா தானே அவங்க ஏன் அப்படி சொல்றாங்கன்னு எனக்கு தெரியும் ஏன்னா எல்லா நேரமும் கை கூடாது நினைச்சு காரியம் எது வந்தாலும் வந்தா பாத்துக்கலான்ற தைரியம்
Yeah, sorry.
பொருளையெல்லாம் நம்பினாலும் மஜா பண்ணிட்டேன்னு சொன்னா அது மஜா தானே அவங்க ஏன் அப்படி சொல்றாங்கன்னு பொருளையெல்லாம் நம்பினாலும் மஜா பண்ணிட்டேன்னு சொன்னா அது மஜா தானே அவங்க
Ocean of a difference.
பாத்துக்கலான்ற தைரியம் விட்டுட்டு போனதை நினைச்சு ஃபீல் பண்றது நேர வரையும் ஒளிஞ்சா குத்தம் ஊருக்கு நெஞ்ச நிமித்தி காட்டுன்னு சொன்னாருடா போயர் தனுசு த கிரேட் ஃபீல் பண்றது நேர வரையும் ஒளிஞ்சா குத்தம் ஊருக்கு நெஞ்ச நிமித்தி காட்டுன்னு சொன்னாருடா போயர் தனுசு த கிரேட் லாஜிக்.
But in the old version, there is like Vamshi didn't play tapes in that.
Okay.
That's a added thing in that.
Okay.
So apart from that, everything else remains the same.
Where was Asal's voice recorded? At Anand's house?
Yeah, the old. The funny thing is, we'll get to the vocals later.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll
cool.
just from the rhythms to the.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. So that's there, and the last thing remaining in the rhythm
Okay.
I want to share is the highs,
Okay.
high percussions and stuff like that.
Okay.
I did a cool thing here in the high percussion. So if you can hear this. So I will show you one without my plugins.
Okay.
Then I will show you with my plugins, and then
Okay.
I will show you what I did. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So now it's with my plugins. Can you hear the kick and the snare? In
Yeah. I'm wondering how the rhythm is coming inside.
Yeah. So I just
How is that
sidechained-
emphasizing the kick transient here? What have we done?
Nah, yeah, I will.
Like the kick transient is coming through, no?
Yeah, you can actually hear the rhythm in hi-hats.
Yeah, exactly.
You can hear the sonic footprint that it had
Yeah.
on hi-hats, right?
Yeah.
So basically, what I did is, like I threw kick and snare into a sidechain
Okay.
for this hi-hats,
Okay.
and I have this wonderful plugin called God Mode.
Okay.
This is by Dennis Audio, I believe,
Okay.
and there is one thing called side tape
Okay.
in this plugin.
Okay.
So if you enable this plugin with
Yeah.
side tape option enabled,
Yeah.
you can actually saturate this hi-hat
Mm.
by the kick and snare, by the sidechain.
Oh, so that will trigger the
Trigger
saturation.
that will trigger the amount of saturation that's happening.
Oh.
It's kind of weird to wrap our head around, but I just use it creatively,
Okay.
to make the kick feel more powerful.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So when you hear this with the rhythm, okay, let me just solo the rhythm. For now, I'll just mute the live percussion. Now without my plugin. Now it's not breathing. The height is not breathing. Now with it.
Yeah.
So now it starts to groove, right?
Yeah.
So that's the context.
Okay.
And
That's so cool, man.
there are a lot of plugins that I have, put in hi-hats.
Okay.
Even I don't know what I did. Some EQs and this is a
Tuning.
cool trick that I used to do is, slightly automate the pitch of
Okay.
the hi-hat.
You've linked it to some LFO or something?
Yeah, I've linked it to an LFO, so
Okay.
the pitch is getting automated.
Okay.
Like it's
Creating movement.
to create movement.
Okay.
And I have mapped this to LFO as well,
Okay.
so that it consistently the frequency
Mm.
changes
Yeah.
where the hi-hat lies. So it's like coming out, going in, coming out, going in. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of that kind of an effect.
Yeah.
So some subtle things,
Okay.
and I think I've sidechained this compressor to kick, I believe.
Okay.
So it just ducks when the kick comes. That's all.
Okay.
And I think this I've sidechained it to the snare.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So it's all basically just enhancing the groove and bringing
So
movement.
whenever kick and snare comes, everybody will be like, okay, we leave space for you, man. You take the stage. It's like that. We can have only one hero
True.
in the song, right?
Rupendar Venkatesh.
It's Asal, this song actually. I'm just bringing him out. That's all.
Okay.
So these are the things that I did, and I expanded this.
Okay.
This is also another trick that I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this being expanded through sidechain or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's this thing called external.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is getting triggered by kick,
Okay.
and that you can ask me. You have compressed here,
Yeah.
then why are you expanding here?
Correct.
Will those cancel out?
Correct.
So for that, like I can tell you, I have a pretty late attack time here,
Yeah.
and I have a pretty late hold time here as well.
Okay.
So the initial hit of the kick, the hi-hat will go down, but the release, the hi-hat will
Slowly.
slightly bump
Yeah.
to a point a bit
yeah.
higher.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that will create a push and pull effect.
makes sense.
So it's like a swing, right?
No, I get it. I get what you
Yeah.
mean. Yeah.
So that's the idea I was going for.
Okay.
And I don't know why this is here. Just I was trying to do something, or I don't know.
Okay.
And these are the things that I did in that hi-hat.
Okay.
And we will see the so basically I've duplicated the same hi-hat with all those same settings.
Okay.
I've put it in a group, and I've added a plugin called Filter Freak in it.
Okay. What is
So
it doing?
this will help in the transition.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay. Okay.
this is without it. Now this is with it.
Okay.
And also this is happening as well.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Everything is automated
Okay.
just to create a suspense for the drop.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And I believe I did something here. Okay, that's here. Okay, we will get to that.
Okay.
Uh,
We'll move on to the live percussion.
yeah, we'll move on to the live percussions. We'll solo this. Live percussion, I mostly didn't, do much of a processing.
Okay.
I wanted it to remain live,
Okay.
and just be a support through all those stuffs happening throughout the song.
Okay.
There is one thing that I did.
Okay.
There's one thing that I did in the live percussion. I will just cover it up front and we'll go to that because
Okay.
this one is interesting.
Okay.
So there is a layer where Vamshi played this brush layer. A lot of energy, right?
Yeah.
So, but it was blasting, right?
Yeah.
But with the context, this energy, like I wanted to control it.
Okay.
So
குனிஞ்சா குத்தும் ஊருக்கு நெஞ்சு நிமித்தி காட்டுன்னு சொன்னாருடா போய் தனுசு தகு
this much energy is not needed here.
Correct.
So he's saying something that is lyrically also like the power should be shifted to some place, right?
Yeah.
So what I did was obviously I did some processing and stuff like that, but the main thing here is I high cut these brush percussions.
Okay.
So and the same trick, the Dennis
The
Audio
Dennis.
trick.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's what coming from the kick and snap.
Yeah,
Okay.
it has the same energy but like without the highs, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And at the end of the song it will be like a total open blast out thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it so basically all those choruses wouldn't be the same. You will hear the subconsciously, you will hear the energy build up that's happening.
Correct.
You will vibe to it.
Correct.
So
Because it's like there's something new every chorus.
குனிஞ்சா குத்தும் ஊருக்கு நெஞ்சு நிமித்தி காட்டுன்னு சொன்னாருடா போய் தனுசு தகு யாரா அந்த பையன் நான் தான் அந்த பையன் யாரா அந்த பையன் நான் தான் அந்த பையன் யாரா
it's full on open.
Yeah.
It works, right?
Yeah, it works. Definitely works.
So that's there. And what did I do to Vamshi?
I see that you've treated it all in groups rather than individually.
Yeah.
Any reason?
I don't, it's like painting. Like we used to, it's always better to do broad strokes first, right? Rather than the small nitty-gritty
Intricate,
stuff
yeah.
and getting lost in what we're doing. If we focus so much on one thing, we will forget the entire picture, right?
Correct.
So to me it's like that. Usually I just do very broad strokes without judging myself, obviously. So that's why you can see a lot of wild EQ moves that I do.
Correct.
Wild stuff that I do. That's just to paint a basic picture in which I can build further, give details even more.
Okay.
So that's why I used to group and process it,
Okay.
because it's a time waste to solo and hear all those tracks. It's
Mm.
already recorded well.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so I already Vamshi did that thing. Why I need to double check? I just need to build on top of that.
Correct.
So
Okay.
that's why I work in groups.
On the groups.
Basically.
Okay. Okay.
So same here. I think I boosted the fundamental.
Okay.
Yeah, you can hear the fundamentals coming out, right?
Yeah.
And
I think it makes it more musical, no?
yeah, exactly. The thing is, the funny thing is, you can see the frequency that I'm boosting, right?
Yeah.
It's 130 hertz.
Correct.
Guess what? If you get a Pro Q and if you click C,
130
it's
hertz.
130. So I just boost what needs for the song. Frequency wise, sonically, I don't boost like unwanted frequency.
Got it.
Even if the recording has a noise in it,
Yeah.
when I boost the musical frequencies,
It
then
compensates.
yeah, it somehow the noise turns into music, because
Wow.
yeah, it's like that, right?
Wow.
Basically, you can do that also. You can run a pink noise.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
you can notch it up and you
Yeah.
can hear a chord, right?
Correct.
It's like that, but I'm doing it in like rhythms, stuff like that, chords and stuff like that.
Wow. That's
So
nice.
it creates a level of dimension,
Interesting.
right?
Yeah. True.
So that's there. And what's this? These tracks and all were perfect. I didn't do anything to it.
யாரா அந்த பையன் நான் தான் அந்த பையன் யாரா அந்த பையன் நான் தான் அந்த பையன் யாரா
Yeah, best, right?
Yeah.
And all these muting stuffs, Asal was there, and we were taking the call whether to keep these things or not. This one is like
சூதுவா தெரிஞ்சுக்குது ஆனா லைஃப்ல இன்னும் பார்க்க வேண்டியது நிறைய இருக்குது சிலது முன்னேறணும்னு முதுகுலைய குத்தி நிக்குது சிலது முன்னேறணும்னு கத்தி நிக்குதுங்க வயிறு
It's more like it's felt rather than heard. No?
yeah, it's small things that we do which makes a difference, right?
True.
And see, even though we recorded, we just muted some stuff. I don't know.
நான் போடுறேன் எங்க அப்பா போட்ல ரவுண்ட் அடிப்பேன் கோஸ்ட நான் போடுறேன் எங்க அப்பா போட்ல ரவுண்ட் அடிப்பேன்
Sometimes some has to be in
Yeah.
mute
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
involve into it.
Yeah.
So that's that. We creatively we made all those calls in the mix.
Okay.
So
This was when he brought the song to you, or when you had the first listen?
so the first file that I got, as you know, there was no live rhythm in it. So live rhythm was like talk
Okay.
between friends. When like Banthora and Anand Kashia also had an idea when I spoke
Okay.
that to him, and I also had a thought.
Okay.
So it was a collective thought, and it was all of a sudden.
Okay.
So, but it was worth it. It was worth it. The
Yeah.
call that we made.
Yeah.
It was worth
So
it.
you were involved in this track right from the start, no?
No, actually no.
Okay.
He gave the file to me for mix, but I've heard the song a couple of times before.
Okay.
But my work just started when he gave me the files. Actually,
Okay.
it was like 2 weeks works basically with
Okay.
the rhythm recording
Okay.
and
Okay.
voice recording as well.
Okay. How long did it take to mix this track?
I don't know. I think it varies. Somewhere since do I have to count in the number of hours that we were idle on the track, or do I have to say only the effective hours that I worked?
Okay, I'm going to pass that question. I'm not going to ask you any further.
If you're asking about the effective hours, I would say somewhere around 3 to 4 hours.
Oh.
Yeah, the effective hours.
Okay.
But 2 weeks
2 weeks. Wow.
for that 4 hours to work.
I mean, that's how creative process is, right?
Yeah.
Just gotta wait for it to happen.
Yeah, we will jump into the bass.
Yeah, please.
So just solo the bass.
Okay. Oof.
Oh. Too much distortion.
Yeah.
I'll just turn off my plugins and see how it sounds. It's there.
Yeah.
It's wanting to get out. Release me.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Oh. So, what did I use? Let's see. I use Spectre.
Okay.
These plugins are not turned on.
Okay. They deactivate.
Yeah, they deactivated. But like I used to try out different stuff. What works in the context, right?
Correct.
So these are the things that I tried out and failed miserably. So we'll just turn those things off.
Okay.
I'll add the plugin one by one
Okay.
with the Spectre.
Okay. Oof.
Yeah.
I think the most of your grit is coming from there,
Yeah.
no?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. The first plugin that I put is generally broad strokes.
To get the sound that you have in your
Yeah. And side chains with the kick.
mind. Okay.
And also I have this mix knob on 24%.
Okay. Okay.
What this does is, one knob pumpers.
Yeah.
So I have this slightly, going on with the bass. Since it's highly distorted,
Yeah.
there is no movement in it, right?
Correct.
So I wanted to create that movement that I lost in the distortion.
So what, you put like a fourth note?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like now with this,
Yeah.
you can nod your head
Yeah.
to it, right? And watch this. I just took off those aliasing highs that's happening, the unwanted frequencies. And I've put another Spectre
To bring out the mids.
Yeah. Now the highs are clean. Now
Yeah.
see, without this,
Nasty.
nasty. We don't want that.
Yeah.
Clean, musical.
Yeah. Rupendar, I have a question.
Yeah.
Now there are a lot of people saying, when you EQ your kick and your bass, it should have, linear phase or natural phase. But I've seen that you only use zero latency. Is there
Yeah.
any reason why you're like, no, I don't care about natural phase, linear phase, or are you just lazy to switch it?
No, it's not like that. So we need to understand the context of when to use linear phase and when to use natural phase, right?
True.
So while putting FX in series, it actually has no use to, according to me, to use the settings in linear phase. Why do you need to preserve phase? It's not needed. Anyway, you're not gonna hear the phase.
Correct.
Yeah. So why preserve it? So the question comes when you do things in parallel.
Correct.
So when you do things in parallel, you need to preserve phase.
Correct.
Because while summing to the original,
Yeah.
if it's phase aligned, then obviously you will hear the sound even more louder without your headroom being eaten.
Correct.
Or you will have your meters smashing towards the red bar, but your sound will be quiet.
Correct.
So at that situation, I think the linear phase works. But
Okay.
for series, it's just not needed.
Okay.
And most of the times for kick, if you use linear phase,
Pre-ringing.
you'll hear
Pre-ringing.
pre-ringing. If
Yeah.
you put your slope too steep,
Correct.
you'll hear pre-ringing happening.
Correct.
If that's the effect you want, go for it. But this song, that's not what I wanted.
Okay.
So that's there.
Did he give you one bass track and you split it, or?
Yeah. So I split it.
Okay.
So I do this based on the arrangement of the song
Okay.
and stuff like that,
Okay.
right? So usually what I do is, see, these are the same two plugins, right? So you can see that I copied everything.
Yeah.
The plugins, I've copied everything.
Yeah.
But you see the level.
Yeah.
There's a difference in the level.
Correct.
One thing that I noted, and I think there'll be a difference in level for this too. So this is -5, This is -4, 1 dB difference.
Okay.
But this is in mute. Sorry. What? Yeah, this is -5.2.
Okay.
So these kind of things we can automate this, but
yeah, easier.
Yeah.
Hence proved, guys. Rupendar Venkatesh is lazy.
I will show you one interesting thing that I did. I cut this up, and you can see how the actually feel changes when I keep the bass in the same level as well.
அஞ்சு வயசுல அழுறது வெஸ்ட்னு புரிய வச்சுட்டாங்க அப்படிதான் மாமா ஸ்ட்ராங் ஆன அன்கம்ஃபர்டபிள் சிச்சுவேஷன் தான் நல்ல மெச்சூரிட்டியை உருவாக்கி புத்தி கொடுக்கும் அதானே களவும் கற்று ஏதோ சூது அஞ்சு வயசுல அழுறது வெஸ்ட்னு புரிய வச்சுட்டாங்க அப்படிதான் மாமா ஸ்ட்ராங் ஆன அன்கம்ஃபர்டபிள் சிச்சுவேஷன் தான் அஞ்சு வயசுல அழுறது வெஸ்ட்னு புரிய வச்சுட்டாங்க அப்படிதான் மாமா ஸ்ட்ராங் ஆன அன்கம்ஃபர்டபிள் சிச்சுவேஷன் தான் நல்ல மெச்சூரிட்டியை உருவாக்கி புத்தி கொடுக்கும்.
It's just the subtle things
Yeah.
that I do. It makes a
Huge difference.
Yeah, and I just found out in this track there is decapitator going.
Okay.
I think this is Anand Kashi's favorite plugin. I think this was suggested by Anand Kashi. I am damn sure.
Okay.
So it gave a different vibe to it.
Okay.
Everything is the same,
Yeah.
but
Just
with
the
the
decap.
decapitator now without. Bad, right?
Yeah.
Now what's happening in this? Yeah, it's the same decapitator.
Did you chop that or?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
So this was something like
Okay.
wait, let me do this properly. Yes. So it was like this.
நான் போடுறேன் அப்பா போட்ல ரவுண்ட் அடிப்பேன் கோஸ்ட் நான் கோலாலம்பூர் போனாலும் பேச தண்டார் பட்ட பாஸ் அங்க நான் சாத்துனு தோசை போடும் ஹோஸ் நீ சிபிஐல கம்ப்ளைண்ட் கொடுத்தா யூபி.
So I just wanted the lyrics to pop out more.
Okay.
So I did this, chopped the first notes of it.
நான் போடுறேன் அப்பா போட்ல ரவுண்ட் அடிப்பேன் கோஸ்ட் நான் கோலாலம்பூர் போனாலும் பேச தண்டார் பட்ட பாஸ் அங்க நான் சாத்துனு தோசை போடும் ஹோஸ் நீ சிபிஐல கம்ப்ளைண்ட் கொடுத்தா யூபிஐல பணத்தை அடிப்பேன் யூஆர்எல்ல கமெண்ட் அடிச்ச ஐஆர்எல்ல தொண்டே ஓடிப்பட்டேன் அவ எங்க இருந்தேன்னு
So Ruby, these are all like creative calls, no?
Yeah, mix is a creative.
Yeah. So now my next question is, okay, please drink some water.
Yeah.
My next question is, so when I mean you, Asal, Anand are all friends, so I think you taking creative calls works, and since it's collaborative, it's good.
Yeah.
But there'll also be clients who are like, see, I have a vision for it. I don't want you to do anything creative. I just want, this is a song that I really like. I would like my song to sound like that. Are there clients like that, and how would you deal?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah?
Music is actually collaborative.
Okay.
You couldn't give a picture to someone and say like, I want the exact same thing. You have it, then why do you want it? It's like that, right?
Bro's getting philosophical.
No, I'm just telling. It's like that, right? They
Yeah.
come to you for a reason. So it's your taste, or it's your ideas, it's your vision. Even if it's something small that you can contribute, it's all the small things that add up to the big picture, right?
True.
So I feel like I contribute something very small,
Okay.
and obviously there is Asal, Anand. They are taking creative calls extensively on this track as well.
Yeah.
So this is my level of creativity in which I can play around with without interfering with their creativity,
Correct.
having them as the front man and enhancing their ideas as well
Okay.
as bringing out my kind of taste
Okay.
to it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like a Rubik's Cube puzzle.
Whoa. Crazy.
Yeah,
Nice, man.
and it's good to wake up every morning and have a different problem every day, right?
I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
What are you on, bro? I would like to have some of it.
I am on O2, brother.
I'm also breathing O2. I can't talk like this.
So there's coming back to track.
Yeah.
There is this last thing that I want to show on the bass track, which we did. this we use for the transitions. So you can see I've automated stuff, right?
Yeah.
So let me just solo without any plugins.
பையா டேய் வேற யாரு அது நான் தான் அந்த பையன் டேய் யாரா அந்த பையன் நான்
Now I will put all the plugins.
டேய் அவ எங்க இருக்குன்னு தெரியுமாடா பையா டேய் நீ பாட்டு நீ ஏதோ ஒண்ணு பேசாதடா பையா மோடா முட்டிய பையா டேய் வேற யாரு அது நான் தான் அந்த பையன் டேய் யாரா அந்த பையன் நான் தான் அந்த
So actually I've automated the distortion.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, a hell lot. So there's heat wave, there's TG waves plugin, and I've low cutted, the bass and low cut the bass and side chained it to kick, and the same moment I've added it here,
Okay.
and so pushed the mids a little,
Okay.
and the whole time I was just yeah. At one point, like it will be like, please stop. At that point, it stops.
Okay.
And
Okay.
this is the sub layer for it. Anand.
What a fat sub, bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
But slowly I've,
Roll it off.
rolled it off towards the end.
Okay.
So while the beat comes, there will be a place where there's no bass, high distortion,
Okay.
and like irritating kind of a feeling, and suddenly it blooms into a very beautiful space.
Okay. So these are like transition.
மறஞ்சாலும் டேய் அவ எங்க இருக்குன்னு தெரியுமாடா பையா டேய் நீ பாட்டு நீ ஏதோ ஒண்ணு பேசாதடா பையா டேய் ஐயோ அவனா ஒரு மோடா முட்டிய பையா டேய் வேற யாரு அது நான் தான் அந்த பையன் டேய் யாரா அந்த பையன் நான் தான் அந்த பையன் யாரா அந்த பையன்
Yeah, it hits harder, right?
Yeah.
So
would you say that you worked a lot more on getting the transitions right than on the actual mix, or what is the most like difficult or most experimental work that you've done in this track? Like,
yeah, I would suggest this is the most experimental thing that I've done in
Okay.
this track.
Okay.
Yeah, because this one is slightly more, it's slightly more saturated than the usual, right?
Yeah.
Changes the tone,
Yeah. Yeah.
stuff like that, right? So
Yeah.
this one was, experimental stuff that I did.
Okay.
But every song, the song that they give to me,
Yeah.
the people that come to me,
Yeah.
they see their song as my song too. I can feel that, and it's the other way around too.
Correct.
So I can just take these calls, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We can
Correct.
just do another version.
Correct.
So I will just let myself free.
Okay. No boundaries.
No boundaries. Yeah.
That's cool.
So we will go on to the vocals.
Okay, but I see the flute, I see harmony. Rupendar, stop being lazy. Show us the whole thing.
Okay, done. But the thing is, I didn't do much on this. That's the reason.
Okay, at least just play it for us.
Yeah.
Let us. What is that turned into?
Credits to Anand. I
You
don't know what that is.
It just works. It sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, and all those processing is just Anath. The side chain, the pumper,
Yeah.
filters.
Yeah.
It's just straight out weird and new and cool.
Yeah.
I just put some nature
Okay.
and cut those highs.
Mm.
And these are all like I just kept it.
As it is.
Yeah, as it is.
Okay.
No plugins.
Just
No
fade us.
nothing. Just faders. I think it will all be the same. I'll be like, what's up?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's there.
I think it's like when the mixing engineer doesn't use like too many plugins and leaves things as it is. I think it's just like signs of a good producer, no?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it makes the mixing engineer's job so much more easier.
Definitely. Yeah, Jan did a great job.
Yeah.
And
I can tell.
the one thing that I did is on the rhythm group.
Yeah.
You can see I've done the Denny's.
Yeah.
But this one is not side chained or something. It's just there to add some saturation.
Okay.
So without that. So some overall to bring it out, you know.
Correct.
So that I did. So
Okay.
that's it for the harmonies and stuff like that. So
Were the flutes all like live or programmed?
I don't know actually.
Sounds good. It works. Who cares?
Yeah. It's on and fully on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will turn off all my plugins here.
Okay.
Let's see how it sounds. As you can see, I've like the fundamentals. As I said,
Yeah.
I tampered with the fundamentals a lot.
Okay.
You can see the lows coming out. Right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's musical.
Yeah.
I think definitely there will be a R bass. Okay. So as you can see, I did the R bass thing here.
Didn't work.
Didn't work, and I threw an Pro Q,
Okay.
and there is this preset called RIAA
Mm-hmm.
where it just boosts the lows and cuts the highs, something like that.
Okay.
And it is the gain scale or the percentage that we can have and how much this cuts.
Yeah.
So I just set it accordingly.
Okay.
So without this, you can see here vocals comes, the tapes come in at this frequency. So
Okay.
I want these and all to get a step back.
Back. Okay.
So yeah, it's now, and I threw some reverb on it.
Okay. I see that you've processed it after the reverb. Any reason why?
I don't know.
You wanted to
actually.
get into some sense of space or something?
Yeah, might.
Okay.
Like it just works, right?
Yeah.
I don't overthink stuff.
Okay.
And like I've just increased the sides
Okay.
and
Unwanted resonances.
yeah, just some resonances cut. Without this,
It's poking out a little.
yeah,
Smooth.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all for the flute and let's see, like
ஹேட் பரப்புறதா இன்டர்நெட் கலாச்சாரம்
so that's there.
Okay.
And usually FX tracks I don't do much, and in the group also I didn't do much.
Okay.
Some EQs happening, but
Nothing.
it does nothing.
Okay.
Just remove it, and a bit okay. There's something happening here. Some
Taming the highs a
slight
little.
taming of the highs.
Okay.
Basically, I did nothing to the effects. It was just
Okay.
perfect, right?
Okay. Okay.
So that's all for the effects.
Okay. To the most important part now.
Yeah,
Asal Kolar.
yeah,
His voice. So you see, Asal is like a dynamite of a performer.
yeah,
And he really brings the energy into it.
yeah. Exactly.
How did you manage to fit his voice into the mix? Because he's like a guy who's just like out there. He throws and he gets everything like out there.
Yeah.
How did you fit him into the mix? Like how did you tame his Kolarness?
I shouldn't tame him. I should let him free. That's
Okay.
the thing, right?
Okay, is that why you based everything else around his
yeah.
voice?
As you can see, without his vocals, I will
Mm.
tell you, if you hear the track without his vocals, there will be you can hear a clear space in the middle carved out just for him. It's for him. So everything is on side.
Yeah.
The kick and snare is the only
Yeah,
thing
it's like there's a
that's-
dip in the middle.
Yeah. So it's for him. That place is
Mm.
for him.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
What do you have to say about Asal's performance in this song?
Yeah, he's like a killer performance, a killer lyric writer,
Yeah.
and I used to say to him that his voice is like a rhythm to me.
Okay.
Because I like how he chops the words up. Uh, in his this track, in this track also, எத்தனை ஒரு ஃபயர் என்ஜின் ஃபேக் ஐடி சிவர் என்ஜின்
underscore
15
15.
heavy. Yeah.
If this video gets 1 million views, Rupendar Venkatesh will make a cover of this song and rap for us.
Yeah, I can say. Yeah, I will, because I have confidence
Ooh,
that
damn.
it won't happen. Okay. So, back to the topic.
Yeah.
We actually Asal had a old version.
Okay.
I think Kashi recorded it. So after that we recorded Asal voice in my home.
Okay.
We tried the copperhead mic.
Okay.
But,
Telefunken.
yeah, but
Okay.
it was not working for him.
Okay.
So we settled with NT1A.
What are you saying?
Yeah. For him that
It
works.
works.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
how. So-
Yeah.
So for him we settled with NT1A. So
Okay.
that's why you can see there are like 2 takes
Okay.
here. One is with the copperhead and one is with the NT1 actually.
Okay.
So when I turn it off and I just play the copperhead thing, you can actually hear the tone
ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்
and
அந்த
difference.
கார பக்கத்து வீட்டுக்காரங்க எல்லாம் என்ன இந்த பையன் இப்படி பண்ணுது பாடுறான்னு கழுவி ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் அந்த கார பக்கத்து வீட்டுக்காரங்க எல்லாம் என்ன இந்த பையன் இப்படி பண்ணுது பாடுறான்னு
You can hear more depth to
Yeah.
it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why we, you know,
Settled
went
with
with
that.
the NT1A.
Okay. So I think that's also, proof that you don't need all the fancy, expensive equipment. You just need a good performer, good set of ears, and I think you're good to go.
Yeah, you have to make good music, of
That's
course.
it. No?
Of course.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, okay. Show us what you've done with this voice.
yeah, so there are like lot of plugins that are in mute.
Okay.
Probably I might have switched it on. I might have tried it, and I might have gotten rid of it. Like got rid of it. Okay.
Okay.
So I will delete all those unwanted plugins.
Okay.
So I will show his
ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்
voice
அந்த
without the
கார
plugins
பக்கத்து
first.
வீட்டுக்காரங்க எல்லாம் என்ன இந்த பையன் இப்படி பண்ணுது ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் அந்த கார பக்கத்து வீட்டுக்காரங்க எல்லாம் என்ன இந்த பையன் இப்படி பண்ணுது பாடுறான்னு கழுவி ஊத்துனால பொருளி
It's aggressive.
Yeah, there's over compression. Obviously, you can hear,
Yeah.
and also there is the transients are coming through.
Yeah.
Right? It's not getting
Squashed.
squashed. So what I did for that is credits to Manic Compressor. I'll come to it. We'll just go one by one.
Okay.
ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் அந்த
suit
கார
for
பக்கத்து
you.
வீட்டுக்காரங்க எல்லாம் என்ன இந்த பையன் இப்படி பண்ணுது பாடுறான்னு கழுவி ஊத்துனாலும் பொருளி எல்லாம் நம்பினாலும் மஜா பண்ணிட்டான்னு சொன்னா அது மஜா தானே அவங்க ஏன் அப்படி சொல்றாங்கன்னு எனக்கு தெரியும் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் அந்த கார பக்கத்து வீட்டுக்காரங்க எல்லாம் என்ன இந்த பையன் இப்படி பண்ணுது பாடுறான்னு கழுவி ஊத்துனாலும் பொருளி எல்லாம் நம்பினாலும் மஜா பண்ணிட்டான்னு சொன்னா அது மஜா தானே அவங்க ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் அந்த கார பக்கத்து வீட்டுக்காரங்க எல்லாம் என்ன இந்த பையன் இப்படி பண்ணுது ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் அந்த கார பக்கத்து வீட்டுக்காரங்க எல்லாம் என்ன இந்த பையன் இப்படி பண்ணுது பாடுறான்னு கழுவி ஊத்துனாலும் பொருளி எல்லாம் நம்பினாலும் மஜா பண்ணிட்டான்னு
I think the settings actually went. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I'm
ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்
not
அந்த
sure.
கார பக்கத்து
Okay.
வீட்டுக்காரங்க எல்லாம் என்ன இந்த பையன் இப்படி பண்ணுது பாடுறான்னு கழுவி ஊத்துனாலும் பொருளி எல்லாம் நம்பினாலும் மஜா பண்ணிட்டான்னு சொன்னா அது மஜா தானே அவங்க ஏன் அப்படி சொல்றாங்கன்னு எனக்கு தெரியும்
So what are you doing? You're just taking off some of the lows in this. No?
Yeah, some of the lows and
Okay.
Swift.
ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் அந்த கார பக்கத்து வீட்டுக்காரங்க எல்லாம் என்ன
This is
இந்த
like
பையன்
what, transient shaping.
Yeah, so this will get those pops in his
All the
vocals to cut through the mix.
Okay.
ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் அந்த கார பக்கத்து வீட்டுக்காரங்க எல்லாம் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் அந்த கார பக்கத்து வீட்டுக்காரங்க எல்லாம் என்ன இந்த பையன் இப்படி பண்ணிட்டு பாடுறான்னு கழுவி ஊத்துனாலும் பொருளி எல்லாம் நம்பினாலும் மஜா பண்ணிட்டான்னு சொன்னா அது மஜா தானே அவங்க ஏன் அப்படி சொல்றாங்கன்னு எனக்கு தெரியும் ஏன்னா எல்லா நேரமும் கை கூடாதுன்னு நினைச்சு காரியம் எது வந்தாலும் தப்பாத்துக்கலான்ற தைரியம் விட்டுட்டு போனதை நினைச்சு ஃபீல் பண்றது நேரம் வரையும் குனிஞ்சா குத்தும் ஊருக்கு நெஞ்சு நிமித்து காட்டுன்னு சொன்னாருடா போய்
Yeah, that's all for Asal's vocals, I think.
Okay, so you've left the voice absolutely dry, is it?
Yeah,
There's no
absolutely
reverb,
dry.
nothing.
Yeah, the recording itself was good, right? So
Yeah.
there's no reverb needed.
சொந்தக்கார பக்கத்து வீட்டுக்கார எல்லாம் என்ன இந்த பையன்
Without any effects.
சொந்தக்கார பக்கத்து வீட்டுக்கார எல்லாம் சொந்தக்கார பக்கத்து வீட்டுக்கார எல்லாம் என்ன இந்த பையன் இப்படி பண்ணிட்டு பாடுறேன்னு கழுவி ஊட்டினாலும் பொருளையெல்லாம் நம்மனாலும் மஜா பண்ணிட்டேன்னு சொன்னா அது மஜா தானே அவங்க ஏன் அப்படி சொல்றாங்க
I think that plugin is not working.
The manic compressor.
Basically, I will tell you what I did.
Okay.
So it had a parallel compression going through.
Okay.
The heavy compression.
Okay.
Being fed into the dry vocals.
Okay.
So
So just brought it out a little more.
Yeah.
Like made it heavy.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
That's all there is to it.
Okay.
Yeah, and all those ad-libs and
Ad-libs.
stuff like that we recorded, and that's all I think.
Okay.
And here
டேய் அவன் எங்க இருந்தேன்னு தெரியுமாடா பையா டேய் நீ பாட்டு
yeah, for here I just processed new.
சூரிய திரும்ப வர சாயந்தரம் அது மறைஞ்சாலும் டேய் அவன் எங்க இருந்தேன்னு தெரியுமாடா பையா டேய் நீ பாட்டு ஏதோ டேய் அவன் எங்க இருந்தேன்னு தெரியுமாடா பையா டேய் நீ
For this I have added some slight reverb
Okay.
so that when the chorus comes
டேய்
it will be
அவன் எங்க
fine.
இருந்தேன்னு தெரியுமாடா பையா
I've added this distorted UAD's
டேய்
distorted.
அவன் எங்க இருந்தேன்னு தெரியுமாடா பையா டேய் நீ பாட்டு ஏதோ ஒன்ன
Drop those
பேசாதடா
octaves
பையா
again.
டேய்
Okay.
And
The
spiff,
spiff,
the
okay.
same thing.
Okay.
And EQs to bring it out.
What is that doing?
So this EQ is like I'm finding all the notes
Okay.
which are not on the scale.
Okay.
I'm pointing it out and just like bring it down. So
Mm.
without this,
டேய் அவன் எங்க இருந்தேன்னு தெரியுமாடா பையா டேய் நீ பாட்டு ஏதோ ஒன்ன பேசாதடா டேய் அவன் எங்க இருந்தேன்னு தெரியுமாடா பையா டேய் நீ பாட்டு ஏதோ ஒன்ன
It sounds like it's recorded on an expensive microphone.
yeah, it's like a neat trick that I
Yeah.
do.
That's nice.
Yeah, so I just select the notes that are not in the scale,
Okay.
have a high Q factor, and bring
Okay.
it out. That's all.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So that's there, and
நான் தான் அந்த பையன் ஏய் யாரா அந்த பையன் நான் தான் அந்த பையன் டேய் யாரா அந்த பையன் டேய் நான்
obviously there are some delays going in this section.
Yeah. To make
So-
it like wide and
Yeah,
huge.
it's a doubler.
Okay.
யாரா அந்த பையன் நான் தான் அந்த பையன் ஏய் யாரா அந்த பையன் நான் தான் அந்த பையன் டேய்
I think that's all for the vocals,
இதெல்லாம் வந்து
and
ஒரு வாக்கியமா இதை
I just added some reverb to it and stuff like that.
Okay.
And there's one funny thing here in the vocals. If you can spot this out. Anand Kashi.
Yeah. Guy's a genius, man.
Yeah.
He knows how to create a moment.
யாரா அந்த பையன் ஏய் யாரா அந்த பையன் டேய் யாரா அந்த பையன் டேய் யாரா அந்த பையன்
Okay, so Rupendar, when did you know, like when you were mixing this song,
Yeah.
that it's going to sound massive and it's going to, reach like the good amount of audience, and like when did you know that the song was going to be a hit?
When it's a hit only I know.
What kind of an answer is that?
Yeah, the thing is we never know. Man.
Mm.
We give all our heart and soul to the song. Every song that I do it like that only, right? With that mindset, right?
Yeah.
But not every song sees that limelight, right?
Did you have like a special feeling about this song? Was it
Yeah,
just-
obviously.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it connected to you and because
yeah,
of
and stuff like that. I enjoyed like mixing it.
Okay.
So these things are like whether it works on a larger scale or not, we can guess. It can be, we can take steps.
Okay.
But we should have our own taste to it also, rather than being, this is the thing that works. We have to do, instead of doing that, we have to create something new.
Okay.
That's a tricky part as well, right? So
True.
there's a balance.
Correct.
We never know, right?
We'll never know. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's very personal to for you to like the song,
Correct.
get involved in it, and making it work. And when it works like on a larger scale, then you will be more grateful for
True.
that, right?
True.
So it just win-win.
It's
on
a
both.
win-win.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I see that you've done like a lot of automation.
Yeah.
Was that like mainly for your transitions? Would you call that like the most experimental or creative thing that
Yeah.
you've
So here on the basically, if you hear the rough
சாயந்தரம் அது மறந்தால டேய் அவ எங்க இருந்து தெரியுமாடா பையா டேய் நீ பாட்டு நீ ஏதோ ஒன்ன பேசாதடா பையா டேய் ஐயோ அவனா ஒரு மோடா முட்டிய பையா டேய் வேற யாரு அது நான் தான் அந்த பையன் டேய் யாரா அந்த பையன் நான் சாயந்தரம் அது மறந்தாலும் டேய் அவ எங்க இருந்து தெரியுமாடா பையா டேய் நீ பாட்டு நீ ஏதோ ஒன்ன பேசாதடா பையா டேய் ஐயோ அவனா ஒரு மோடா முட்டிய பையா டேய் வேற யாரு அது நான் தான் அந்த பையன் டேய் யாரா அந்த பையன் நான் தான் அந்த பையன் யாரா அந்த பையன்.
So all
like
these
there's a sense of depth.
Yeah. That's Kashi's. Like Kashi had made the transition with the filters and stuff.
Okay.
I just
Emphasized it.
took it and took that idea and I made it in like Vamshi's live percussion
Okay.
and that I did. And here I did like when the
அவருக்கெல்லாம் அசல் கோளாறு இல்லை, அவரெல்லாம் முழு கோளாறு தான் அந்த
so I filtered the snare a little
Okay.
here so that it'll her voice can be heard because her voice doesn't have any highs, right? Since it's
yeah.
re-recorded.
Yeah.
அசல் கோளாறு இல்லை, அவரெல்லாம் முழு கோளாறு தான் அந்த
This much energy is not needed there. So from this point on, it's like control of energy, where the energy should be
Yeah.
and where it should not be, right?
Yeah.
So these are the automations happening, and same on Vamshi's track,
Yeah.
and like as I said, the brush track you hear. the
Yeah.
track,
Yeah.
And then it opens up. So these kind of things, and the bass track that you saw
Yeah.
had the drive automation
Okay.
to it, and here I think I panned it.
நான் தான் அந்த பையன் டேய் யாரா அந்த பையன் டேய் நான் தான் அந்த பையன் டேய் யாரா அந்த பையன் டேய் நான் தான் அந்த பையன் டேய்
Yeah.
Something like that, and there are some like small volume automation
Kolar.
that I did.
chico elred
So the funny thing is at this part, like we felt the old take
Was better.
Yeah, what it did in Kashi's house was better.
So you comped that.
Yeah, so this one was when what is
அட்டூலியம் பண்றவன அட்டாக் பண்ணி பொறுத்த வந்த டொனால்ட் ட்ரம்ப் போல அசல் கோலார் chico கஸ்டன போற
okay.
அட்டூலியம் பண்றவன அட்டாக் பண்ணி பொறுத்த வந்த டொனால்ட் ட்ரம்ப் போல அசல் கோலார் chico elred கஸ்டன போற ஜங்கப்பா போட்ல.
Then we decided to go with the old one.
அட்டூலியம் பண்றவன அட்டாக் பண்ணி பொறுத்த வந்த டொனால்ட் ட்ரம்ப் போல அசல் கோலார் chico elred கஸ்டன போற ஜங்கப்பா போட்ல ரவுண்ட் அடிப்பேன்.
Yeah.
We couldn't match
I think this
that.
works.
Yeah,
This
we
works.
couldn't match that, so we
Yeah.
kept that, even though it has some highs rolled off,
Yeah.
but it works, right?
As a transition point. no?
Yeah, so we kept that. So everything like it just worked. That's all.
Okay.
And we have muted some lot of stuffs here.
Is there like some, mixing trick or your go-to mixing technique for this song, or is like these are my go-to plugins? I mean, everyone would like to know the magic.
My plugin actually refreshes every year,
Okay.
basically. So I have DSPs now in UAD and Slate Digital. So it just refreshes every year because you get bored at one point
Yeah.
using it for such a long time.
Correct.
You want something new, right?
Correct. Just to keep us excited.
Yeah. So it's like that for me. So somewhere in my mind I have, when I hear a track or when I hear a sound, somewhere in my mind, like hearing all those plugins, it's just intuition or something that just pops up. This plugin might work. It's just like that.
Yeah.
But it's never constant.
Okay.
It changes.
Okay.
It's never constant.
Yeah. And I know you, and I know how many mixes you do, like per month or per day. He mixes like 3 to 4 songs, and a month is like some 100 songs or something like that.
Nothing like
But
that.
how do
just-
you deal with deadlines, because you're working with both independent artists and you're working with in the film industry
Yeah,
with big names like Santhosh Narayanan being your biggest collaborator, I think, in the film industry.
yeah.
So how do you deal with the deadlines? Is there like any pressure, because there's so many tracks that you're mixing and you have to deliver on every track, because you've built a reputation for yourself of being like one of the best in the industry.
Yeah, so it just works for me somehow.
Mhm.
Um,
The pressure.
no, I mean like the deadlines.
Okay.
It just works out for me because while taking up on project, the first question that I ask is when is the deadline.
Okay.
So if it's feasible, I take. If it's not feasible, then it's no use in taking, right? So I don't, get into stuffs that I can't do. Meaning like if it's in a day and say if I'm not in my studio at that day, then
Okay.
I couldn't work, right?
Correct.
It's that kind of a situation.
Okay.
So, but apart from that, everything just works out for me, the deadlines and stuff like that.
Okay.
And one more thing that I needed to add is the studio that we are in is actually Santhosh Narayanan's place, as you know.
Shout out Santhosh Anna.
Yes, shout out to Santhosh Anna as well. So he's being generous and he gave his place for me to, work.
Yeah.
And that's a very good thing, and I'm being grateful for it. As
Okay.
well. Yeah.
What would, if you were to say I've learned so much or learned this from Santhosh Anna, what would that be?
Man, his dedication level is on another level.
Okay.
So he works like he works.
He just works.
He just works.
Okay.
That's all.
Are there any engineers or mixing engineers that you look up to and be like, these are engineers that I look up to and stuff like that?
Yeah, there are many.
Okay.
But each one is like a different perspective. To me now, my number one favorite mixing engineer is Urban Guinea.
Okay.
That doesn't mean I follow his path or his sounds. It's nothing like that. But generally, the identity that he has among the surrounding people around him. So that is very interesting to me. It's like a ghost, right?
Yeah.
He is the monopoly in the music industry.
Yeah.
He's the number one guy.
Yeah.
But nobody knows about him. He lives somewhere,
Yeah.
and that kind of a story excites me a lot. Yeah. So
That's nice.
and I need to just say the acoustics here.
Yeah.
That we did it.
Oh,
from,
okay. What is the brand called?
So it's called Magic Traps.
Okay. Here being Santhosh Anna studio.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. The new space.
yeah, the new space.
Okay.
So it's called Magic Traps,
Okay.
and basically we cover everything from
Okay.
room acoustics to bass traps,
Mm-hmm.
the real bass traps.
Okay. What do you
So-
mean with the real bass traps?
Yeah,
Elaborate, please.
so the real bass traps meaning we just measure your room
Okay.
and pick out the problematic frequencies or the standing waves,
Okay.
and we construct a membrane trap just for your room
Okay.
and place it in a way that it's effective.
Okay.
So this way you can hear your music more clearly. The clarity factor just goes up. So these kind of stuff, and also tuning your systems
Yeah.
with digital room correction.
Like Sonar works.
Yeah, like Sonar works. You can simply put it that way.
Okay.
But slightly advanced.
Okay.
We use virtual bass array filters
Okay.
and some custom target curves.
Okay.
And also we correct the phase response of the speakers as well. So each frequency hits your ear at the same time. So these things will definitely make you perceive music differently.
Because it helps in the imaging, no?
Yeah, definitely. It
Okay.
tries to stay true to the source.
Okay. How important do you think monitoring is?
Yeah, it's
The most
everything.
important.
Yeah, it's everything.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's like glasses, right? You need to wear a clear glass uh, to see the painting or finish. If you have a blurred image of what it's actually there, then it's very hard for you to express, right?
Correct.
So it's like that. I see monitoring as like glasses.
Like that. Okay.
Yeah.
What now there are so many, youngsters who want to become mix engineers, producers and all of that. What would you like to say to them? I mean, let's not touch on producers. Maybe let's touch on mixing and mastering. Like there are so many engineers who are like, I also want to mix and master a song. What is your tip or what advice would you like to give them?
like where to learn or stuff like that. You asked.
Not where to learn, in general, like, this is maybe a small snippet of your story of how you transitioned into mixing and mastering from.
Just do what you love.
Okay.
And make sure the money comes through,
Okay.
and that's a different talent as well that you need to develop,
Yeah.
I feel.
Okay.
So if you can do that, then yeah, it's great.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Are there any engineers now mixing and mastering engineers now in like your circle you think like, hey, these guys are doing a good job?
Yeah, of course. Like there are I think there is Sebastian.
Okay. Roshan Sebastian.
Yeah, Roshan Sebastian. He's
Okay.
doing a great job.
Okay.
And there are like my seniors are there. Balu Tankachan, Abin Pushpakaran, and I think Abin Paul is doing good.
Good job. Yeah.
Yeah.
He works with Sushin, no?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
so he's doing good.
Mm.
And not to forget Akash Shravan. Yeah,
You worked on the Dolby mix, no?
yeah,
Okay.
Dolby mix, and he's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gone places.
Yeah.
Akash Shravan, yeah,
He deserves it. He's hustling
Yeah.
like really hard.
yeah, definitely.
Shout out Akash.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's nice, man. Anything else you would like to add and
That's
wrap this
all.
session up?
That's all. I think we can wrap it. I think it's how much time has it gone?
Almost 1 hour, 1.5 hour.
1.5 hour. Thank
Yeah.
you for being with us for 1.5 hours. Thank you so much. We'll see how this works out, and if this works out, we'll do another one.
Yes. We shall see you guys soon.
Done. Thank
Good
you.
evening.
Bye.
Bye.